We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Denver Broncos. 2-1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the inline, so it'll come out to the 25.
Ready!
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Niners much improved from Week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Broncos are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And some room to work. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
On first down, Lance. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And Lance again going to keep it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and it's 3rd and short. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
4th down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould.
This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash.
The kick by Gould is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now it's Jackson. That's caught left side by Judy.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Throw to the right here to Gordon. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Ready?
Fourth down, here's Jackson.
Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Jackson will throw again.
And going right back to Hamler.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson.
He's got Dulcich going across the formation.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. Quick throw out to Gordon on the perimeter.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So certainly a defensive mistake here in the first quarter, getting hit with a roughing the passer call.
And that hurts not just because of the yardage you gave up and give them a fresh set of downs, but that brought the home crowd into this one. And when you go on the road, your job is to silence the crowd, not energize them.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd and goal from the 1. Jackson's going to try the sneak, and this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. Tyree Jackson, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Broncos have got it back to within a score. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is down to 2. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McLeod. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Lance on target to Samuel for a Niner first.
Partner, find me a star more on the rise than Deebo Samuel after last season. Wide receiver, running back, kick returner. This man does it all for the San Francisco 49ers. Ranked 3rd in the league in all-purpose yardage and deservedly made first-team All-Pro. Building on that with a first down here.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Through one quarter, 9-7 our score. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one. Play action, now it's Lance. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages. Practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe... And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler, 87 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. McManus now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Lance going to sneak it, and he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 2 on the play there. And the 49ers are going to get a first.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance over the middle, complete to Samuel. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Shotgun now for Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs him. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And Gordon's got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. A handoff as they run the counter play. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. Touchdown! Josh Gordon, a 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Now McManus for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd and 12, Lance. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a give, right side, McCaffrey. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Quick look on the slant. It's Gordon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson on the move to his left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the 49ers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the 1st half. Now, maybe it's not all on him.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. 76 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this 1st half. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Off of play action, here's Lance. That's complete out left to Ayuk. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, 49ers.
Lance now to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in this